whole show dedicated to like sweet reads. That is my mission today. We're here, of course, at one of the greatest nuggets in our city, dare I say the country. Audrey's, they do so much to support the local scene as well as giving you the very best of the national, international scene as well when it comes to books. Because there's something about books. We know that like actually reading is on the rise in terms of like hard, getting the book in your hands, which is so exciting. And there's probably nothing like getting a book which just arrived yesterday in my hot little hands, but nobody's more excited than Douglas, who of course is my first author, and we're standing by the new and unusual section, or the new unusual section, which I didn't even know was a thing. By the way, welcome to dinner television, my friend.
Thank you.
This just literally arrived yesterday.
Yes, they called me and I went over and picked up my copies right away, of course.
This is so exciting. Now, this is this poetry.
Yeah, it's I'm a poet who's been writing for a number of years now and have a number of books out, but this is my first book in about 10 years, and I'm very pleased the University of Alberta Press was so nice and kind as to do that, and as you can see, it's a beautiful design.
Well, it is actually stunning, and it actually, the cover, everything about it feels good. Books feel good in your hands, they feel good in your brain. Yeah. Let's break down poetry, though. Let's shatter some ideas, perhaps, that are out there about the accessibility of poetry. Let's start there.
Well, I'm a poet who works a lot with sound. So poetry is about how words sound, how language plays with itself, and I'm a pretty playful person, I guess, when it comes to that, at least. So this book contains poems about the weather, jazz, painting, Keats's letters and his love for the young woman that he never got to marry because he died too young, and a number of other things. So I'm just carrying myself across a whole bunch of areas, and I hope that despite the fact that a number of the poems are somewhat experimental in the way that it's put together, that they will be yes, accessible, that people can read them and enjoy them and find that it's not too hard to follow.
I think, and so when you say weather, when you say jazz, when you say Keats, is that where you derive your inspiration from as a poet?
Absolutely. I listen to a lot of music. I'm a great lover of the visual arts, so painting is quite important to me. I think that a lot of artists, a lot of writers find that they are fascinated by the other arts, and that there's a kind of collaborative sense in which you work with the others who are you both know personally and you don't know personally, but you know personally because you've seen them or you've read them or you've listened to them and they mean something to you, right? So
that is so exciting. Yeah, and so all of that fuels the words that go onto the page in this generally abstract. I just think it's so funny that there's a new, because the poetry it's unusual, but I think it's been around.
To be new. Well, Ezra Pound once said, "Make it new," and that was, there's poetry there. The past poetry is wonderful and great, but you have to do something. You hope, slightly differently.
That is so. Listen, If is the name of the book, and literally arrived yesterday. So cool! Congratulations.
Well,
That's what book number is this for you?
Well, it's around 12 or 13, I guess.
Lucky 13.
Okay, well, that'll be that.
I love it. Awesome. We'll be back. More incredible authors as well as amazing reads for you to consider this on this dinner television. Stick with us.